Hi guys, I'm here with another one of my CRP friends.
Hi, I'm Holly and I'm going out on the CRP on the 10th of September, ready to start on the 11th of September.
And as I've done a video on the waitlist with my friend Chloe, I thought it would be really good to bring in my friend Holly, who has a date with me, and we're going to do a video kind of talking about our acceptance stories, I guess.
I suppose their ours are quite different to how other people's might be.
I mean,
so
we met. When did we meet? We met pre-screens.
Yeah, so like day one. We've been together.
Yeah, we didn't have the same, we didn't both go to this same final interview, so that is the only time, but aside from that, we've spoken every day. And we are, when I come out in October 22nd, we're actually going for dinner, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm so excited about that one though.
We're going for dinner in the Grand Floridian Cafe as kind of like a reunion.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, bit of a catch up. So I'll be out there 6 weeks before you.
Yeah. Okay, so I got my acceptance email on the 30th of March and I'd had my final interview on Saturday 25th of March, so 5 days later. And I really wasn't expecting anything because she'd said the end of April.
Yeah, she did give us a long time period to wait for it.
So I wasn't expecting anything. I was pretty much like, you know, whatever will be, will be. And it was Thursday when I was at my work, and I worked in a job that I didn't really like. It wasn't a career I wanted. It was an office-based job, and my manager and I just didn't see eye to eye on everything. We just had a disagreement, and he'd, you know, stormed off, and I was obviously feeling pretty not great. So I turned over my phone just to check the time, and I'd put Disney International Recruiting on my VIP on my iPhone, so if I got an email from them, it would come up on my home screen. And to feel as low as I felt at that moment, but then to turn over my phone and to see congratulations, I remember I read the email and I read it again and again and again, and I picked up my phone and I walked outside, and it's a nice day, it was an overcast day, and I called my mum, and I was sobbing. I wasn't so much crying, I was just sobbing, I couldn't get the words out, and I said I've been accepted, and then I clicked on and I read the offer letter, and I said I'm going in October, and that whole night and evening, because then I had a do and an after party thing that I had to go to for work, and that whole evening I wasn't there, you know?
No, you were in Disney.
I was in Disney. I was planning flights and the next year of my life. My life now, from that point 4 months ago, is already so much better. I mean, I've changed jobs and I'm just in a better environment with lots of better friends. So even that just moment then is already so much better for me. So
mine's a lot more different than yours. I wasn't actually working on that day. I had a day off, and I was heading down to Stoke-on-Trent to do a pole class with my friend, and I stopped off at Asda to get some petrol. I saw your message first. It was actually your message on the group chat that started off, because we actually got our acceptance in the same minute. I think we got ours at exactly the same time on that Thursday. And I'd interviewed the Thursday beforehand, so it was a couple of days before yours, so I'd waited about a week for my reply. But again, I wasn't expecting anything. And it was you said you'd got through, and at that moment I was my heart started going. I tried to load my emails, my emails weren't loading, and I just saw the subject line and it just says congratulations. And at that moment I was like, oh my god, I almost started crying as I was paying for my petrol, which was probably the most embarrassing thing, because obviously nobody else knows what's going on. And I got home and I just my dad went to show him the email on my iPad, and just said to him, can you just read this? And yeah, I think it's just taken quite a while for it to sink in. But yeah, I think it's just better to find out that way, rather than sat there refreshing your emails all the time, actually going about your life and then getting that congratulations email when you're just out and about. I couldn't have wished for a better way.
In terms of tips for acceptance, I mean, the first thing that I would say, which is a lesson that I've learned, not everyone is going to be happy for you.
No, they will get a few people who are quite jealous because obviously it's such a huge opportunity and not everybody gets to do it. So it's almost like, don't brag about it. Like, don't go OTT about it. Yes, be happy, but just don't go pushing it into each other's faces. Like, just be wary that some people won't have got their emails yet. Like, some people will go on the wait list, and then there will be a few that will get a no at that stage.
I think as well, we got our emails around 3 or whatever in the afternoon, and that night the first batch of no's came out, didn't they?
Yeah, because we all thought the no's have already been over and done with. We thought the no's would be first.
And I think another thing I would say is, as excited as you are and as happy as you are, just, you know, be smart. If you have a job, you know, be smart about that, because, you know, you may be in a job that genuinely just doesn't care, you're just an employee. So, you know, you need money, you need to start thinking about saving money now, so you need to think about being sensible, so you need to kind of play your cards right about this, because it can go wrong for something like this. And I mean, you know, nothing can be bad when you're going to work for Disney a couple of months, but
you still have to get through those couple of months to get there. So, yeah, just be mindful of everybody else, and then obviously be careful with work. Like, I was lucky and fortunate enough that my work actually knew about it. They understood and they were pushing me for it because they knew how much it would mean to me. So as soon as I got the offer, they were one of the first people that I told, and they have been so lovely about it. You know, other workplaces that probably won't look upon it as favourably.
Yeah, no, I had that situation, but you know, things of interest.
The way it is, and you're happier now.
Happy now. Once you get that email, then you have to start thinking about flights. You've got to start thinking about hotels. You've got to start. You've got to pay your program fee. A couple of maybe a month or so. You get contract from Yummy Jobs regarding your criminal background check, and that's a long process. So be prepared for a wait for that, because you've got to fill out that form, and it's very in depth. You know,
they need to make sure that you're safe.
You are who you say you are as well.
Yeah.
So your addresses from the past 5 years, your job history,
literally everything.
Yeah. So be prepared about that. And once you send that off, it can be gone for any time up to.
I think mine took 2 months to come back. I set mine off the beginning of May to come back beginning of July.
Your criminal background check is then the next step onto applying for your visa.
Yeah, as soon as your criminal background check comes back, like, I think it's a couple of days later, you get the email from Disney again saying like your petition's been put through for your visa, and then you go onto the government website and you create a profile. That takes a couple of hours. It's in depth, but you know why, it's national security, so
be prepared for the paperwork is basically the moral of this.
Yeah. So much paperwork.
So much paperwork.
So much paperwork.
You've got to think about health insurance and all of that.
It seems like a lot, but it's not. Like, it will be over and done with very quickly, and then it's just going to be like the countdown to when you leave then.
What's your countdown now?
I think I'm up to about 55 days.
I'm on 96 days today. Finally
double digits.
So this has just been our brief video on acceptance stories, tips on acceptance, and what to kind of expect after
that letter.
So if you have any questions or anything we've got to cover, please leave them down in the comments, or contact us on our social media, which I will leave down below. And thank you for watching. I will see you
next time.